Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another card to share featuring Jack of All Trades collection by Jaycee Gaspar with Spellbinders. I shared another video recently with these products, and I mentioned that I absolutely love this collection. I think it's very clever and very unique, and I feel very much inspired by these products. So today I have another card. I have one more card in the works that I will hopefully share with you later, but today we're going to look at another card number 2 with this collection. So here I'm starting by better pressing a beautiful product. This is Deluxe Deck Press Plate from Jaycee's collection. I have foiled this already several times because this is a better press plate, and as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, maybe you are new to better pressing, so with the better press plates you can foil and you can press. So I have already foiled several backgrounds using various colors of foil, and I'll show you those in just a minute. Here I wanted to do red on red better press. So I'm inking up the better press plate using the Simon Says Stamp Brick Positively Saturated ink. This is a large plate, and I'm using a full-size ink pad to make sure I can ink this up faster. Also, I'm using the Simon Says Stamp ink because I particularly like this color. This type of ink seems to work well for better press, and also I don't have this color in the Spellbinders better press ink family. So this is why I'm using the Simon Says Stamp ink. Here I have my Platinum 6 die cutting and embossing machine, and I am running my better press letterpress system through the machine to apply that beautiful image onto the paper. And check this out. It is just stunning. This is the Poppy Field cardstock from Spellbinders. Now, I'm not going to use this panel, but I will use the black panel for this card. The red panel, I'm saving it, and I'm using it for another card that you will hopefully see in the next video. The black panel was created using opal black foil on brushed black cardstock. The other two panels were created using the satin pewter color and matte silver foil colors on the Spellbinders brushed white cardstock. I've mentioned this many times in the past, and I will say this again. I love to use Spellbinders brushed cardstock because it's like no other paper out there. So there's the brushed white, there's the brushed black, there's also the brushed gold. I'm not such a fan of the brushed gold, but I do like the white and the black. Here I'm showing you the finished card with the panel foiled, but I'll show you how to make this card next. So let's go ahead and get started. I die cut the Kaleidoscope Noble Suits from various colors of cardstock, and here I have somewhat assembled. These are not yet assembled. I have only stacked the die cuts one on top of the other, and I'm trying to decide if I want to use the red cardstock panel or the black cardstock panel for my card. As you guys noticed, I ended up using the black because that provided a lot more contrast, but at this point I was debating what color background I wanted to use. Let's go back to the Kaleidoscope Noble Suits die set. This is a brilliant die set. So it not only cuts the different suits, I think that's the name for the playing cards. You have the heart, the diamond, the spade, and the club, but it's also a kaleidoscope set, meaning that you have 3 layers for each shape, and you stack them together. You layer one on top of the other to create a dimensional image, a dimensional die cut. You can use the same or different colors of cardstock to have unique look. So here I used gold glitter cardstock from the Treasured Cardstock Pack from Spellbinders for the top layer because I wanted to have a glitter finish to my die cut. And then I used brushed black along with gray and then red, different shades of red for these. If you want to know the exact colors I used, I have them linked in the video description below. So once you cut these out, you just go ahead and use glue and adhere the layers together. I used my Barely Art glue. I added little dots, little dabs of glue from the back of each shape. I stacked them, and then I set my magnets from the Glassboard Studio on top. As you guys know, I'm using a Glassboard Studio magnetic glass mat, and I'm able to use the magnets on top of the mat to help me press down and hold the pieces while the glue is drying. Next, I'm going to work on my sentiment. This collection includes a sentiment set. It's called the Shuffling Sentiments with the Letterpress plates and a banner die. So what I did is I already foiled a sentiment. I first die cut a red cardstock banner. I positioned the sentiment in the center. I foiled it. And now I have like these ands to the banner. I'm going to show you how easy it is to assemble it. So you just fold the pieces like so. You add glue and you stick them from the back of the banner. It's that easy. It does look a little bit confusing at first, but once you figure it out, it's super easy to assemble. So you end up having a little dimensional banner for your card, and you can fit many sentiments onto the banner. Not all the sentiments from the sentiment set will fit there, but many will. Plus, you can fit other sentiments from your stash onto the banner, or you can use a different banner from your stash, whatever you want to do. So here I already have my shapes assembled, and we're ready to put the card together. I have pre-planned card design here, and I have my background panel. I also have a black card base. Whenever I'm using a colored cardstock for the background of my card, I kind of try and match the card base color. This way, if the background panel is a little bit too small, I don't have any white paper showing from the side or from the edge. It just makes things look better, in my opinion. So I have a black A2 card base. I will add a white panel to the inside of this card so that there is room for a personalized message, or you can also use a white pen. I don't like to do that. I prefer to add a white panel. And now with that done, we can assemble and adhere everything down. I have already added foam adhesive from the back of these shapes. I'm using black foam adhesive today, the regular thickness, not the thin version. I'm just going to position everything on my panel, make sure I'm happy with the placement, and with that done, remove the backer from the foam adhesive squares and stick everything down. I love this card design. It's easy to make. It does involve quite a bit of die cutting, but I think it just looks fabulous. Of course, it's not going to work for every occasion. It's not going to work for everybody, but for those people who enjoy playing cards, maybe people who enjoy gambling, this is the perfect card design for them. And you can make it into a birthday card or, I love you card or just a friendship card, depending on the recipient. I first had one sentiment planned for this. We're two of a kind. But once I finished my card, I kind of changed it up a little bit, and you'll see a different sentiment on the finished card. Here, I added another foam square to the inside of the banner where it was touching the background of my card so that everything was level and I didn't have any sagging. I used a T-square ruler from Simon Says TM to make sure I adhered this straight. I didn't want this banner to be crooked. And then I added two hearts in the opposite corners of my card. The hearts would have looked better in different corners, but the other corners did not work for this card. So that's why I have them in the top right and the bottom left corners. And the hearts come from the Pip and Rank die set, also from this collection. I went back and I added other little hearts. Those were the dropouts from the shapes that I cut previously. And that finished my card. Here you can see the different sentiment. It says shuffling in some love and laughter. And this is it. Love the way this turned out. Love Jaycee's collection. I will be back soon, hopefully with another card, because that card is in progress. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Thanks so much for sticking with me. Thanks so much for spending your time with me. I love you, and I will be back again soon.